AM Hookah Podcast. We're live in 3, 2, 1.
What is up, Midnight Tokers, Afternoon Hailers, and AM Hookah Smokers? This is the AM Hookah Podcast. We are a weekly podcast every Monday at 6:30 Central Time, talking about the world of hookah here on YouTube and on twitch.tv/AM Hookah. I am the M in the AM Hookah. With me is probably, not always, most of the time, never ever, smoking some kind of lemon mint, Adrian Hunter. How are you doing this week?
Not smoking lemon mint, Matt.
What?
But I'm doing good. Yeah, it's whack. I know. Crazy shit over here in Adrian's bedroom. No, I'm doing real well. Sorry we're late, everybody. I had an irresponsible, slow day where I've been behind, and this had nothing to do with Matt. This is all my fault.
Oh my gosh. Finally a time where it's not my fault independently of technical difficulties. That is absolutely fantastic. So, like, I'm not going to rub it in your face or nothing, but, like, I feel pretty good right now. Yeah, so this is going to be a really fun show. We have a lot of stuff to go over, obviously. But yeah, we're going to get into some pretty fun things. We actually have a light goal going on right now for Azor. Yes, we are going to be giving away some Azor tobacco. If we can hit 30 likes on today's video, we will do a random giveaway on the video, which would be super cool and interesting. And we might do something that I wanted to talk to Adrian about. We didn't have time to, so we'll see if we can figure it out before the end of the show. Adrian, is there a way we could do an Instagram giveaway for some Azor tobacco today as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We can set that up.
Can you get a picture? Have you posted today's Instagram picture yet?
Today's picture has not been posted, so we can do that after the show, maybe?
That'd be really cool. So if we post a picture on Instagram after the show today, we just need the people to go over to our Instagram, which is AM Hookah, Instagram.com, and you can search AM Hookah Podcast. Then our most recent picture, the one that's going to be posted today, you're going to like it, you're going to repost it, and you're going to tag us in it. And then next week, we will give that tobacco away. Does that sound good to you, Adrian? Is that possible?
That sounds tight. And yeah, we need more Instagram followers anyway for that sweet those Instabucks.
Yeah, Instabucks.
So, definitely, this sounds really good. This is impromptu. Everything about this is impromptu. Most
usually.
I can't read, and Matt didn't read the notes to me today, so I'm in trouble.
Yeah, so before we get all the way started, I want to... Wait, Ken just said I still blame Matt. What is up with that, Ken? You can't still blame me. He admitted fault this time.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, I can't get away from this no matter how hard I try. All right, so besides that fun stuff that we got going on, also today, you are able to check your bowls in the chat today, Adrian. If you want to find out how many bowls you have, all you have to do is type !bowls. And if there's somebody that may not be aware of what the bowls are exactly, they are the AM Hookah cryptocurrency. Yes, we have a cryptocurrency all of our own. It is a very cool cryptocurrency that you can do lots of things with. I'm just kidding. You can't do all that much stuff with it at the moment.
103.
Goodness gracious. Look at the AM Hookah account. We have 332.
We absolutely better have 332 bowls. We own the cryptocurrency. We are the Zuck.
I did not lose it all in gambling like a friend of ours did at one time. He's worked his way back up though, but he at one time 0.
Oh, he's typing it in right now. He wants to show everybody what's going on. I have 400 bowls.
What is up, Belu, my main man's pots and pans? So nice to see you as always. Look at Bracken, 171 bowls. Now the bowls are not going to be used directly today. Today is not going to be the bowl day. We are going to have some fun stuff going on with it, but I want you to start to be able to generate your currency.
Isn't everyone generating bowls just for watching? That is the case, right?
That is the case, actually. If you are watching right now, your amount of time viewing the show is going up, and it's tracked through our system that we have in place, and you are actually able to earn bowls as you watch the show. So in the future, we will have other things like betting and games and all sorts of stuff to help you earn more currency and stuff like that. If you watch me on the Gamecast, if you watch me on the Technical Difficulty Show, we do some fun things on there where you can earn some stuff as well. Eventually, we'll get Adrian to do those when we have an opportunity to get him worked out for everything. But as of right now, you're just earning it, just hanging out, watching the show with us and stuff like that. For instance, Travis Green, I think this is one of his first shows that he's ever watched live, if not maybe his first or second. But today's the first show that you're actually able to watch it, and he already has 1 bowl for the time that he has spent inside of the chat, being active and watching the show as of right now. Same thing with Rose F. Death. You're finally starting to earn some currency, so congratulations to you. But to kick it all off, Adrian, I had this crazy idea that we give away 25 bowls to a couple of people. What do you think about that? You like that idea?
I like that a lot, especially because these bowls are going to mean something in the future. I'm sure Matt just talked about it a bunch. I can't hear, so I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, these bowls being able to be used for like giveaways and stuff is really neat, because then our most active viewers can have the larger chance to win giveaways, which I really like.
Yeah.
Because we have a fan base that dates back to almost 2 years ago that just shows up for every show. And that means a lot on a personal level. So
it truly
yay,
does.
cryptocurrency.
Yeah, now we're going to start paying you to watch the show, basically. All right, so here's how it's going to work. Go find somebody who is not currently watching the show. Tell them to come to the show and say hello from you. So, for instance, Frank, go find somebody, say, hey, tune into the show. Tell them that I sent you and sub to the channel. If you can get your friend to sub to the channel and say hello that you sent them, I will give you 35 bowls right now.
35.
35.
And you want them. I promise you want them, because these will eventually be translatable into maybe real bowls. I mean, how cool would that be, getting real bowls off of your crypto bowls?
Well, I would love to be able to I want to do merchandise with the bowls. I want to do giveaways with the bowls. I want to do discounts with the bowls. Everything will be driven through currency. Somebody just said, Jenica Patterson just said, poor Adrian, can't hear, can't read, rough day. I read that to you because I didn't know if you...
Rough life, really. It's hard being me.
That's fantastic.
I live an easy life. Don't listen to anything I say.
So yeah, let's see. Somebody just said Walt sent me. Rose, you can't do that. You need someone to say that you sent them here. We already know that you're here. We already know what's going on. So Wayne just said that he needs more bowls. Wayne, go find somebody who's not watching right now, not subscribed to the channel. Have them come into the chat. Have them sub to the channel and say hello. Wayne sent me, and I will gift you 35 bowls right now. We're within 4 right now, by the way, of our light goal. Just to pre-tell you, where we're going to give away a random amount to a listener of the Azor tobacco. So keep on hitting that like button, and you will be getting yourself some very shortly. It'll be happening. Somebody told me I should have gone higher, and I think I probably should have. But I like you guys, and I want to give away some Azor to you guys. I really, really do. But yeah, so go find somebody, have them say that you sent. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll give you 35 bowls. And the person, if they stay subbed and hang out in the chat for a little while, I'll give them 10 bowls for also hanging out. But we got to make sure that we track this all up and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and talk about what it is we're going to be talking about this week. This week, let's talk about heat management. Let's talk about HM without the D. Let's go over heat and get hot in here with some basic tips and tricks. But not only that, how can you tell if there's not enough heat on it, you have too much heat on it, or when you have the perfect spot? With that same idea, let's talk about some packing talk, different kinds of packs, why some work and some don't. Is the term density an old term that maybe needs to die, and we need to think of a new way to talk about density? Also,
a simpler way to say all of this is we're going to be having a discussion, and I think that Matt and I disagree on some points, which is going to make for a pretty juicy discussion, on does it matter how you pack your bowl? How much does your heat management matter from brand to brand? We're just going to be talking about it, and then we're obviously be taking questions and stuff. Matt, this would probably be a really good show for call-ins, having no guest.
Yes.
I think call-ins at the end of the show might not be the worst idea if we have time.
As long as we have time for it, yeah. As long as I think we might go a little long depending on how well the conversation goes. But if we can, I would love to get some conversations. Maybe we can give away some bowls for some people that call in too. We'll see what happens. But Adrian, guess what just happened this exact moment?
What's that?
We hit our light goal already. We hit our light goal. We're like 5 minutes in, and we already hit our 30-person light goal. Oh my goodness! I can't believe it. I'm shocked, actually. I legitimately am. So now, without further ado, we get to try a brand new giveaway. Let me set this up. Okay, so this is pretty simple. It's not going to cost you anything. In the future, giveaways, it's not that they're going to cost you something, but we're going to use bowls to be able to do that, obviously. But we're going to set this up. It's real simple. I'm going to open up this giveaway. And the way this works is inside of it, all you have to do is type ! Azor. That's all you got to do. We're not going to give this away right now, but you have to type in !Azor. I see people doing it already right now. Everybody's doing it. Very awesome. And as you do this, you're going to be entered into it, and then you're going to be able to get a chance to win it. And we're going to do that a little bit closer to the end of the episode and have some fun with it. But you guys have already opened up the floodgates. We're giving away some Azor. Who knows? Maybe we'll give away another Azor. I mean, you think we could hit 45 likes in today's episode, Adrian?
I think we should try.
All right, let's type this in. We got 45 likes going on. And if you guys can help us hit... Oh, that didn't go through. Let's see. Where's my like goal at? Oh, it did go through. I just got to transfer it over in just a second so that everybody can see it as 45. There we go. Everyone can see that as 45. If we hit 45, we'll do a second giveaway with this as well to make sure that everyone can have some fun with it. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk to Bracken real quick. Let's bring Bracken onto the show and talk to him and see what he is up to.
Oh, please tell me you have the Bracken graphic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Here we go. Bracken, are you there? Can you hear us? Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, the Bracken cam is back. The Bracken cam is here to stay. I promise you that. How are you doing, Bracken? You're looking good in that, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I've always wanted to be a fathead, but I was never a celebrity or a professional sports star. So, you know, they didn't want to put me on their website, but you know what? I got it.
Here you are. You have made it to the big leagues now. Bracken, what do you think about all this giveaway and fun stuff? Are you excited for the Instagram giveaway? How can people enter that again?
The Instagram giveaway is going to be awesome, right? So I think you talked about it a little bit earlier. For those of you who weren't here or tuning in, or I know Derek was late. Sorry, Derek. I'll tell you again right now because you're not going to miss it. Go check out our Instagram. If you don't know our Instagram, you can find our Instagram. All you have to do is go to Instagram and search AM Hookah, and you will find it. We have a couple cool photos up there right now. Adrian is the mastermind behind that.
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
And you are going to see a post, and the post is going to go up this evening after the show. So if you want to find it tonight, wait for it. If you want to look for it in the morning, look for it in the morning, but don't miss it. What you're going to do is you're going to find the post. You're going to like the post. Maybe comment something cool on the post. Hey, what's up? I like this. I like your podcast. Whatever. I don't know. Tell us you're there. You're going to repost it, right? I think you got to download a repost app, but it shouldn't be that hard for you to do. Repost the photo, tag our Instagram, and that will enter you. You have to do all those things. That will enter you into the giveaway. And if you don't do all those things and we draw your name, we're going to pick someone else's name. So,
and you know what we should do, Bracken? I don't know. Maybe Matt already said this and I'm being redundant, but maybe Mr. Wetbeard himself can go into Facebook and type out the directions in the Facebook group. That way it's all there for someone to read and they don't have to go back and watch the podcast.
Yes.
Even though that would give us more watch timing. You know what that means.
We'll put all of the instructions for the giveaway in the Instagram post. So if you find the post, you can read it. It'll tell you what to do. You won't miss out.
Yeah, that'll be absolutely perfect. Instagram is still a fun place. We have a lot of really cool content going up. We're actually, so everybody, we have a bunch of hookahs that we're going to show up today of people's setup. I'm going to make sure that everyone's okay with it, but I'm going to go through and ask everyone. But we're going to have even more stuff to post on there because, Adrian, the only reason why I'm asking people to share things like bowl packs with us and hookahs with us is so that we just have an unlimited amount of supply of things to share on our Instagram account. So if you see something pop up that is yours, make sure to tag yourself in it as well.
You know, there is another guaranteed way that our listeners can get posted on our Instagram channel.
How is that?
Well, I tell you what, I promise if you send us a picture of you wearing some of our AM Hookah merch available at Teespring, we will 100% put you on our Instagram. So if you've always wanted to get spotlighted on a podcast's Instagram channel, that is, 100% guaranteed.
Oh, we just got a subscriber. Somebody subscribed to us. Brent just subscribed to us. Brent, who sent you? That is the big question, so I can give the bowls out to somebody. And Brent, if you hang out long enough, I will even give you some cryptocurrency as well. But we do need to see who sent you so that I can give them some cryptocurrency.
I think I know who sent him.
Oh, who do you think sent him?
I think I sent him.
You think you sent him? Oh my goodness! Look at Bracken over here scoring himself.
Hold
some
on,
bowls.
conflict of interest.
I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it.
I'm good with it. A sub's a sub's a sub, am I right? Or
A sub is a sub, exactly. Okay, so Bracken, what are you smoking today? What do you have in your pipe right now?
Well, I heard through the grapevine that Adrian was not smoking lemon mint, and I said there is no way that we can have this podcast and not have someone smoking lemon mint.
Oh, good.
So I packed Alpha Comma lemon mint, and I mixed it with about 38%. I'm just guessing. Of the trifecta dirty mint.
Ooh.
So it's dirty lemon mint.
That sounds really good. What was the lemon mint that you're using again?
Alpha Comma.
Oof, it's probably amazing.
If you don't already know, then you don't know me. Ever since I started smoking that stuff, I'm just fanboying on it. It is so good.
Up until then, you were pretty much just a Tangiers guy,
I
right?
smoked Tangiers for like 2.5, 3 years straight because I had like lost faith in blondes. Alfaka wasn't quite doing it for me. I didn't quite have that nostalgia that you have with certain flavors like double apple or lemon mint. And so I was like, I'm not a blonde leaf kind of guy. And then like Alpha Comma showed up, and I was like, maybe I'm a blonde leaf kind of guy.
Yep, yeah, I'm with you.
And good for that because smoking Alpha Comma opened up my eyes to all the other blondes. So I've been trying out. The peppermint shake is so good.
Yes, it is absolutely delicious. I think everybody needs to try it. Personally, that is how I stand completely. All right, so make sure you get some people in here to sub, and I'll give you guys some awesome bowls that you can use at a later time. Brent, if you hang out long enough and start earning a slight currency, then I will be able to give you 15 as well. But moving on from that, we're only going to do it for like the first 3 people, by the way. The first 3 people that are able to accomplish this, that's who's going to get it. So we have 1 down so far. We have 2 more to go. So bring on those people and have them sub over to us. And don't forget to hit that like button while you're here. Brent, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. You might get a chance to score yourself. Is Brent a tobacco smoker? Or a hookah smoker, I should say. Bracken, is Brent a hookah smoker?
Yeah, Brent's a friend of mine, and we enjoy hookah together.
Oh, very cool, very cool. All right, we'll check in with our producer at a later time. Thank you so much for stopping by, Bracken. Everyone say goodbye to the Bracken Cam. Goodbye, Bracken Cam!
Bye, Bracken Cam. I'll see you later.
No, not the ASMR. Not that. Please, not that. None of that. Okay, awesome, very cool. I got to catch up where we're at with our notes because I'm confused at the moment. I already talked about the giveaway. I got that going on. We also have a giveaway going on Instagram that you heard about as well. We'll talk about all this stuff a little bit more. If you want to enter the giveaway, if you haven't already, ! Azor is how you enter into that. Very simple. No space in there, by the way. If we hit 45, we're going to give away 2 packages of it. Right now, we're just giving away 1. All right, let's go ahead and get into the show a little bit more proper and talk about exactly what it is that me and Adrian are smoking at the moment. Adrian, what are you smoking, my friend?
New bowl.
Ooh.
Got a new bowl today. I was out on my errands, and I walked into a place. They'll do a little shout out for anyone that might be Michigan local. The name of the spot is oh gosh, what is the name of the spot? It's off Ford. Oh, Hookah, I think maybe. I'm not sure. I go in there pretty rarely, but I went in there because I wanted to get some Elfacher double apple. I ran out. I don't like running out of that flavor. I picked up a flashback Alien Bowl for $15, $14.99 is what they had it up for. I was like, that's a good deal. And I immediately brought it home for the show. I got 3 Prestige jumbo flats on top. And then I'm smoking Elfacher double apple with Elfacher mint. And I've got the matte pear going, and it's really good.
And I see you got coals just directly on that foil, the way that you prefer to do it usually. Do you feel like you get a better flavor, especially out of like a double apple, which is a very intense flavor, when you do it with just coals directly on your foil?
Absolutely. I think coal on foil is probably if you can't run a session using just coal and foil, you are lacking, and you may need to go and revisit your arsenal and figure that out, because I think you're missing out on a lot of flavor potency if you don't know how to smoke with just coal on foil.
Awesome. It looks like we have somebody else that said that Paul sent you. That's awesome. Make sure you sub to the channel, and you can get Paul those 35 bowls and yourself 15 bowls. You got to make sure that you sub. We'll have a little pop-up that happens once you sub, so we'll know when you do it. So make sure you do that, obviously, to help out Paul and yourself as well. I am smoking right now this new flavor from Nirvana Eclipse. It is called Oberon. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah.
Eclipse, huh?
Oberon. This is the orange soda flavor that I'm smoking right now. I had some of this last night, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit, so I wanted to make sure to smoke it again and talk about it a little bit, because I think it's a pretty good...
It.
I do. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying all of the new Nirvana. Let me show you what the new look of Nirvana Eclipse looks like, Adrian. Let me show you this. What does that look like to you?
It almost looks like Tang.
It almost does. But you know what it actually looks like? Actual hookah tobacco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. The cut and everything from the initial test batch that they sent out to a lot of people just looked very bad. And every single person I talked to, yourself included, had mostly negative things to say. I'm really glad to hear that they figured it out. I saw that Nirvana, one of their guys, was going live on Facebook, I think, and kind of touching up on like the batches and the testing and stuff. And I think I was worried that they wouldn't try to address the issue, and I am very pleasantly surprised and pleasantly proven wrong. Yeah, it seems like they have done all of the correct things to make this a much more usable product. That is absolutely for sure. I got to tell you that I'm very excited for the fact that like this is an enjoyable batch. Everything I've tried out of this new batch of Nirvana Eclipse has all been very good. I want to do some more videos about it and talk about it more because I think it's been very enjoyable. This orange soda, we all know what the famous orange soda is, right? The famous orange soda is Tangier's, and it's absolutely delicious. Adrian, ask me what I think about this compared to Tangier's. Matthew, what do you think about that compared to the Tangier's orange soda?
It's pretty good. It's not a perfect replica of it, which I'm happy that it's not a perfect replicate of it.
If it was, then you would just go for whatever you're more loyal to, honestly.
Exactly. And this is not about which one is better. They're both offering a bit of a different flavor profile and a bit of a different taste to it. The orange soda that you get from Tangier's is very strong, both in the orange flavor and then also in the Tangier's tobacco taste or the molasses taste, or some people, I think including yourself, sometimes refer to it as a leather taste. Does that clarify kind of what you say sometimes too? Yeah,
what it really is the flavor of molasses, which is really only seen as a binding agent these days in dark leaf tobaccos.
Yeah.
Even as Dur, they use honey for binding their gold line and molasses to bind their dark line.
Yeah.
And that's by intention. It does have whatever you're binding your tobacco with, whether it's molasses or honey, is going to have a pretty apparent effect on the flavor of the tobacco.
Yes, and this does, you can taste that honey coming through actually quite a bit, the sweetness of it at least. The actual flavor of the orange soda is much more of like a flat orange soda in not such an intense way, and also it has this nice like floral kick to it as well. It's been many years since I've smoked Tangier's orange soda, and to be honest with you, this makes me want to go try that so I can give a better comparison of it. I can tell you this is good. Like, this is an enjoyable smoke. This is something that I like to smoke, but I can't tell you without a doubt that it's better than Tangier's because it's been too long since I smoked Tangier's. I need to get myself some and really do whatever I can to bring those two testings together because this is enjoyable. It is good. I just don't know how it racks on everything. I'm also smoking with my Like Smoke hookah, as you can see in the frame, because that's always so important, obviously. What do you guys think about this new camera angle, by the way? Adrian, what do you think about my new camera angle? Do you like this?
You definitely stole my idea. And yeah, I like it quite a lot.
That's what I try to do a little bit. Still your idea. The entire What Are We Smoking portion of this is obviously brought to you by Prestige Coconut Charcoal. Make sure you grab yourself some of these jumbo flats right here. They're absolutely fantastic. They're my favorite charcoal. They're the charcoal that I prefer to use on every single bowl that I smoke. If you go down to the description right now, you can find an affiliate link for the Amazon store that we have set up, and you can actually go and score yourself some of these beautiful ones and help support the show as well. Head on over there. They have a jumbo flat. They have a standard cube as well. They both work very good. I just really like these jumbo flats. They're my main coal that I like to use. You're a jumbo flat person too, aren't you, Adrian?
Yeah, Prestige. I switched through a lot of different brands of coals because I like to try whatever people are talking about in the market. But the jumbo flats, I think, are probably my favorite flat I've ever tried, period. Titaniums hold a special place in my heart for reasons that include nostalgia. But I think jumbo flats are probably the highest performing flat coals I've ever used because of longevity. Yeah. They are jumbo flats because they're about 2 grams on average heavier than your normal flat. And you do get burn time increase in relation to the weight increase.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. So, Adrian, I'm going to go ahead and ask you what kind of new videos you have out. But because you have so many videos that you have to talk about, I need to go get a drink of water because I'm getting cottonmouth really badly. I don't know why that is, but I am. So I'm going to let you talk about all the awesome new video stuff that you have coming out. I'm going to go grab a drink real quick, and I'll be right back, okay? So, Adrian, what new videos did you have come out this last week?
Okay, so this week, we're in the middle of a series right now over on Pipe Dream Hookah called the High Desert Smoke Series. Good buddy Rami, if you're watching, what's up, Rami? Thanks so much. Hope you've been enjoying the videos. And we have, like, I think it's 12 or 14 different tobaccos that we're going to be reviewing. Initially, it was going to be a daily video thing, but, you know, editing videos takes some time, and I've had a busy week. So it's been more like 2 days in a row, skip a day, 2 days in a row type thing. But we have, let me see here. I'm going to try to remember it instead of going to my YouTube feed right now. We've got, the first one I did was on Azure Blue, California Blue. Then we did Azure, what was the second Azure flavor we did? Maybe it was Sweet Summer Sun. See, now I have to check. Because when you do this many videos, you do start to lose track of what you uploaded, unfortunately. So going into my feed, we have Unicorn as the first Azure flavor that I did. Then we did California Blue, Messiah Orange Blueberry, which I've been a fan of for a while, actually, and Tangier's Pink Grapefruit. Also, the 100th video uploaded to my channel. Also, the first Tangier's video I've ever done. And I said a while back, for those of you who didn't remember, my first Tangier's video would be my 100th video. So we did it.
I'm glad you stayed true to your word.
In case any of you are wondering, I'm a fan of every single flavor and I would highly recommend picking up from your favorite vendor. But this High Desert Smoke series has been really interesting. I've been super stoked about it. There's going to be a Starbucks series video coming out in the middle of the series because I want to keep up on those two. That's going to be on Mighty Freeze.
That will be interesting. I can't wait to hear your thoughts about that because we've talked off the air a little bit and you've given me some information about that. So I think that's really cool that you're doing that. Any other videos you want to talk about either coming up or anything like that?
Let me think here. Videos that are coming up. There's going to be more from the High Desert Smoke series. A lot more. Like 4 more Azure flavors, 4 more Tang flavors, a bunch of Zomo. There was only one Messiah flavor. And those are all going to be coming out, you know, pretty quickly here. You might get annoyed and unsubscribe when your feed's just clogged with videos from Pipe Dream Hookah.
Never.
And then we do have I've been talking about videos that aren't necessarily real reviews. And I've got their longer projects, but one of those is going to be coming out very soon. Stay tuned for it. It's hopefully kind of funny.
We just got another subscriber. Randy just subscribed to us. Randy, who sent you? We need to find out who sent you, Randy, and we'll be able to give some cryptocurrency to you guys. We got our second one, so only one left. One more person needing to subscribe, and they'll be able to get themselves some bowls very shortly, obviously. Who sent you, Randy? That's the main question that we need to ask, and I can add some bowls to some people. Sorry. Bracken, I don't know if you realize this or not, but with the bowls that you got added to you, you're actually at over 200 bowls right now. So make sure you guys are checking how many bowls you have. Just put !bowls in the chat, and you'll find out exactly how many you have. Good job, Brent, remembering to enter into the giveaway as well. The giveaway is open at the moment. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is type in Azure, and you'll be entered into it. Randy, Kyle Smith is the person that sent him. Kyle Smith. Let me go ahead and add this into there real quick. If you want to talk about maybe the upcoming High Desert video while I look for Kyle's name real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one that's coming out is actually going to be on, I think we're switching to Zomo, and I think we're going to go ahead and do, what is the name of that flavor? It's like an oatmeal flavor. Matt, do you know the name of the oatmeal flavor from Zomo?
Oh, yeah, it's Fresh Providence.
Fresh Providence. That's going to be the next review you do. I was pretty impressed by Fresh Providence. Oh, by the way, LaCroix pairing of the day is peach pear. Why? Because that's what I grabbed from my fridge. And I'm sick of drinking Coke.
Brent, if you're still in the chat, type in !bowl so I can find you. Randy, do the same thing because I'm having an issue trying to find you so I can add you guys some bowls onto your guys' accounts as well. But I did add it on to Kyle Smith, and yeah, so awesome, very cool. We are at 41 likes, by the way. If we hit to 45, we're going to give away 2 Azores today and not just 1. So make sure you guys get those going on as well. For the videos that I had come out this last week, I did something kind of because Adrian said, I'm going to pump out a ton of stuff, and I was like, man, I need to get back on my game and make sure I'm releasing a video every Monday or every Wednesday like I used to do weekly, and I haven't done it for a long time. So what I'm doing is I'm actually gathering some clips from the show here on the AM Hookah Podcast, and I'm posting them onto my own personal channel. I'm doing some original content there as well, but I'm also doing stuff that you see here, the funny clips that we have. I've done the packing videos in the past when I'm on technical difficulties. I'll do a supercut of whatever it is that I did on that episode of technical difficulties and make it a little bit more easier to follow and stuff like that. So I've done that a few times. Make sure that you guys check that out. Whoa! For some reason it says Brent has 103 bowls. Brent, how do you have 103 bowls? You should not have that many bowls. Did you cheat the system? What's going on here? What happened?
I'm calling the cops.
Brent.
It's the power of knowing the producer. No, I'm just kidding.
What did you do, Bracken? What did you do?
No shenanigans. I promise.
I'm changing that right now. There you go. That should be your actual account. I don't know why it started you out with 100. Randy, it also started you out with 100. Oh, it started him out with 100 because you subscribed to the channel, and that was supposed to give everybody 100 balls. I didn't change that yet. I haven't decided what we're going to do for subs. So that's
gonna
just
give new subs 100 bowls.
Yeah,
all these people that have been subbed for years.
yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I got it fixed up right now. It is not gonna be that no more. Randy and Brent, I'm so sorry, but your accounts have been fixed now. You have the actual amount that you should have, and not the crazy number that you did there for a second.
Matt.
I'm sorry.
You know what time it is, Matt?
What time is it?
41 minutes into the podcast.
Holy crap! No way.
It's time to talk about hookah.
It is, but we got one more important thing that we have to talk about right now. It is a super important thing. No, legitimately is. This is brought to you by Breaking News. Our partners over at THL is a part of this, obviously. They're doing this awesome thing over on their group. Just go to THL. They're doing a gala inside of New York, which is going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to go to it myself. I'm going to be there. But they're doing a bunch of stuff. They're doing new swag. They're doing a lot of different shows. They have the State of the Smoke on Thursday. They have the Payday Podcast on the 1st and 15th. And then they also have Into Valhalla on Saturday as well. And this entire breaking news segment is brought to you by them. This is super important. There is legislation and bills that are going into effect that is going to possibly close down the entire tobacco industry inside of California. I can't remember if it's just San Diego or where it is exactly, but there is a...
Yeah, it doesn't matter because California is basically the mecca that makes a lot of our favorite American tobaccos, either California or the California area. I know that Tangiers is now out of Arizona or something technically, but we want to protect those areas because California has a lot of the smokers. We don't want anything to happen there.
Yes.
And I think that's another video that needs to be done soon because there's a lot of misinformation about the health of hookah. Smoking is smoking and you shouldn't smoke, but I've got some things I want to say on another episode possibly about that.
Yes. So here's the thing is there's actually a change.org petition that has been opened up to sign to help battle this a little bit. I tried to post the link inside of our chat right here. It wouldn't let me because for some reason it is saying that it's too long of a thing and it just won't let me do it. But we have the link inside of our Facebook group. It's inside of lots of Facebook groups. Go over there and sign it. Get somebody that you know to sign it. It's at 1,286 signatures right now. They're trying to get to 1,500, so they need about 300 more. Or about 250 more. Head on over there and sign that petition. It is super important that we get this bill away from the tobacco industry, away from hookah, so that we don't lose. I mean, you got to remember, if this was to actually pass, we would no longer be able to order this stuff online through the internet, through the vendors that are in California right now.
Yeah, apparently it's all of California. Thank you very much, Travis Green, for that info.
Thanks.
And this whole thing was started by George Johnson, the man with the plan behind Regal, one of the best American-made hookahs ever. And I believe he is based out of San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah, don't let this happen. This is a shame. The way it's being framed, the legislation is absolutely disgusting. And kind of, I don't know, treating the adult population that wants to enjoy this hobby like garbage because of the big thing that's being talked about is like the risk of children smoking. And like, first of all, watch your fucking kids. Second of all, teach your fucking kids and don't punish full-grown adults for the mistakes of other people. That's absolutely... It's appalling.
Yeah, something that needs to be said is this is partly in fault of the way that vape has been treated since it first entered the conversation. Now, I got nothing personal against vape or anything like that, but it is treated like a toy very often, and sadly, I think that's a big reason. That is a big reason why this has happened. It happened in New York for mint-flavored tobacco because of vapor and stuff like that. So we got to be careful with how we treat these sorts of things because these are meant for adults. They're not meant for kids, and treat them as such.
There are toys, but not for anyone 18 and under.
Exactly. They're my toy, not my kid's toy.
Yeah, it's a pain because in New York it's a shame because all you can buy is mint-flavored tobacco.
Yeah, that's it.
And you know why? It's actually twisted. The reason why is because they needed to protect menthol cigarettes.
Yeah. So they're still lobbying.
That's the only
They're still lobbying for tobacco, but they're doing it in the most bastardized way, which is just terrible, obviously.
It's a mix between they're guising it as protecting children, but it's just big tobacco trying to crush niche enthusiast markets that know how to properly enjoy proper tobacco that doesn't have a ton of additives and extra carcinogens and things inside of it. And all the studies that have been done behind hookah smoking are woefully misinformed.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Travis Green brings up a really good point. You don't have to live in California to sign this, by the way. You can live wherever it is inside of the U.S. So if you're inside the U.S., please go and sign this. It is definitely something that needs to be done. That's it for the breaking news. Let's go ahead and get into our topic as to why it is that we are here today. We're going to be talking about a couple things. First thing we're going to say is let's get hot in here. Adrian, are you ready to get hot in here?
Please tell me there's no pre-roll.
There isn't. I was going to, but I ran out of time. But I really, really wanted to. I was gonna clip a very famous song. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but "Hot in Here." I was gonna clip it, but I decided not to. I didn't want to get a copyright against
Bracken,
this.
put your shirt back.
Bracken, stop! Oh, it's too hot. No, don't unbutton. Stop, Bracken. Oh my gosh.
No, he's not wearing anything.
All right, so. First question that we want to ask about this goes for everybody, obviously, is what temperature do you like to smoke at? Adrian, what is your preferred temperature when you smoke? I think you've said in the past before you're a bit of a hot smoker. So what is your preferred temperature?
Right when I'm not using a thermometer. I don't use the Starbuzz NAR. That's not my cup of tea. So I'm going to use the word hot. I smoke pretty hot. I've smoked some bowls that were packed by Mr. Christopher Fernandez or Dr. Noob Sauce, and I would say that my preferred temperature of smoking is pretty close to his. It's pretty warm. I like to start at the point where the tobacco gives you a slight throat kick is where I like to start. A lot of people don't like that, but when you smoke hookah as often as people like us do, you might be looking for a little bit of extra interaction with your tobacco. So I bring it up to the point where there's a slight throat tickle, and then I usually try to keep it there for the rest of the session. And for anyone who smokes hookah regularly, i.e. all of you nice people watching the show, you know that you can actually get away with an entire session with zero throat tickle. Yeah. So that's basically where I'm at. What about you, Matthew?
I don't mind smoking a little bit hot. I usually start with 3 coals, and I'll knock down to 2 after it gets built up, and then I put that third one back on there. So I don't want to say that I smoke hot by any stretch. I would say that I smoke at a medium temperature for the most part. I definitely like to get my hookah going as quickly as possible, and then once it gets up and going a little bit, then I try to bring it down to that enjoyable session and stuff like that, that peak performance, as some people might say and stuff, but it really is subjective because some people like different intensities when it comes to the way that they are smoking, obviously. I definitely like it to be hot, but I don't like it to be burnt. What's the difference between hot and burnt, in your opinion, Adrian?
It's subjective, right? Because I think to bring your tobacco up to the point where it's tickling your throat, vaping doesn't really burn your throat, especially with zero nicotine. And essentially what we're doing is the analog version of vaping, where instead of, and this comes back to the health risks of smoking hookah, where they try to measure the volume of smoke output with hookah to the volume of smoke output with something like a cigarette. And what they don't take into account is its vapor from vaporizing molasses, honey, and glycerin off of your tobacco leaves. This is a non-combustion system that we're using. So in order to get that throat tickle, I find that you need to actually start to wear down on your tobacco a little bit. And for me, that means overpacking the bowl by just a little bit and adding a little bit more heat than normal. But if I had to try to literate what the difference between burning your tobacco and smoking it warm would be, is you still want it to taste, you want the flavor profile to remain unchanged, right? Because when you start to burn your tobacco, I think there's a flavor that comes with that. This charred, almost acidic taste that really, it's not pleasant on the back of your throat. It's a burning type of a sensation. Like the first time I inhaled a cigar by accident, that's what it reminds me of when you start to really char your tobacco. It is not pleasant.
Okay, so I have a couple of quick little one-liners that I'm going to say real quick, and this is in the style of a very famous comic. Some people like him, other people are smart and don't, but I'm going to go ahead and rip on him a little bit because I think that these could be a little bit funny. So here we go, just a little bit. If your ball is on fire, you may have too much heat. Okay. If the fire department has been called to your home for smoke concerns, you may have too much heat. I'm letting these all soak in a little bit as well. Let me see, I had one more that I wanted to read real quick. These are all posted on the AM Hookah group, by the way. If you have not seen them, you need to go and check them out. They're very funny. It's cool, guys. If your bowl gets too much heat, just put some milk in the base. It's totally fine. Wait, Adrian, where'd you go? Put some milk in the base. It fixes all your problems.
Are you done yet?
Let me see. Is there one more? I think that might be it. Oh, if you're gagging, if you're gagging, you may have too much heat. All right, that's it. That's all I got. That's everything. Those are all posted. Those are mainly posted by Frank, as you could probably tell.
J-Rock just comes in with stop.
You didn't enjoy him? You didn't like him?
Yeah, no one's into that, Nat. Stop.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm done. I'm done with him right now. Those are all brought to you by Frank over at THL, though, so go yell at him a little bit. And then also, the milk one was brought to you by Steven. So yell at those guys, okay? Yell at them. 3 more likes to meet the Azure like goal, everybody, just so you're aware and you know what's going on. 3 more likes, that's all you need. To give away 2 packages of Azure instead of just 1 package of Azure. All right. What are some good ways to know when you have too much heat, Adrian? What have you found in your time of smoking when you know, oh, this is too much, I need to back off just a little bit?
I think I may have redundantly answered this in the last question you asked, but yeah, it's pretty obvious. If it starts to become unpleasant, either on the throat or in the flavor department, you probably do not have enough heat on your bowl. This is pretty intuitive, I think.
Yeah.
If you think your heat's too high, the first thing I suggest trying, a lot of people are pretty quick to remove a coal. Don't shock your tobacco. You can shock your tobacco by like letting it cool down too fast and then reintroducing heat too quickly. That can cause issues in your session. I suggest Stonehenging your coals. When I'm using a small bowl like this, and what that means for anyone who doesn't know what a Stonehenge coal is, flip it up on its side. You know, so the smaller side of the coal, if it's a flat, you can't do this with cubes. But if it's a flat, it's kind of resting the side on the coal. Yeah. So there's a surface area of coal per square, whatever, of your tobacco.
Yeah.
I would start by Stonehenging a couple of your coals and slowly tapering the heat down. Because one thing that's just as unpleasant as a charred bowl is an unsatisfying, wispy, flavorless bowl.
Yeah.
And you can trap yourself into that session pretty quickly.
Yeah, that is
just ripping coals off of your bowl.
Yeah, that's the other thing that people kind of wager in between sometimes is that you either have too much heat or not enough heat, and sometimes it's hard to find that sweet spot. Really, it takes some time of actually smoking your bowl, right? Like getting accustomed to how it is that you like to smoke. Because just because somebody tells you that you should only use 3 coals or somebody tells you that you should only use 2 coals is not always the exact way to do it. By the way, guys, congratulations. We have hit 45 likes on this video. I'm so proud of you guys. Honestly, I am. And I have one more light goal that we can even do. If we really want to try and push this to the very tippy toe, we can give away 1 more if we hit 55. We can do that. So if for some reason we are able to hit 55 on this, no, I'm being told.
60.
I'm being told that we cannot
do 55. It difficult.
60.
Yeah.
Which is okay if we don't hit it. It's okay if we don't. Yeah. By the way, there's still 1 more person out there that can get the 35 bull currency if they go and find somebody to sub to the channel right now. But if you can help us hit 60 likes on this video, we'll give away 3 Azure. Obviously, you still have the possibility of getting an Azure by doing the Instagram post like as well. More details on that are going to follow. But some very fun and exciting things, obviously, in the books for us to be able to do. Make sure you stick around and claim your prize. Yes, you have to be here to be able to win it. If you're not here to claim it, you ain't going to win it. Because I need to be able to get your address from you and all that stuff. So make sure you're sticking around for the ending of the show as well. Okay, so not enough heat. We talked about that a little bit. How does heat affect a flavor, in your opinion, Adrian? Have you ever noticed that when you're blistering heat a little bit more, you're getting a little bit more of flavor out of it? I've noticed this with Tangiers. Tangiers is a high heat tobacco, right? It wants to.
No, I don't think Tangiers is a high heat tobacco.
Okay.
I think Tangiers is a consistent heat tobacco. I think you want a very specific amount of heat. But I've noticed that with Tangiers, I want probably a lower amount of heat than I would on a resilient blonde, like as our trifecta.
Interesting. I actually like to push the heat on my Tangiers in the starting
How high
of
do you
it.
go with your Tangiers pack, though? This is
Okay.
where it gets weird and you need to have a conversation.
Okay.
Because I think that you might pack your Tangiers slightly differently from me if you're going high heat. Because if I go like the same heat that I put on even Alfaker, my Tangiers is going to punish me.
Mm-hmm. So I usually go to the rim. That is what I've usually always done with Tangiers historically. I go to the rim of it, and I mean maybe I'm thinking out of the box when I say that I like to really push the heat on it. But on all of my Tangiers bowls, regardless of the size of the bowl, I always start with 3 coals, like I do with a lot of things that I smoke, obviously. And I like to really get that kick going early, and then I start to taper off of it a little bit. But I like to push it in the very beginning stages of it.
See, that's what's so interesting. Because for Tangier sessions, when I do them, I baby my tobacco into the peak performance.
Really?
I will start my bowl with 3 coals and a Provost. Provost is a really good way to smoke Tangiers because it's really no hassle. Tangiers is a temperamental tobacco because if the pack isn't just correct, it will start to misbehave. But once you've got your Tangiers pack down, what I like to do, Provost, lid, crooked, the low heat option for the lid, which is balancing the lid on the top of a coal and the leaf of the Provost.
Okay. I've done that as well.
Sit for like 8 minutes before I take my first draw.
Really? Okay. So you let it sit and heat up for a little while as well.
I'll let the entire bowl kind of come up to heat that I want it. And my pack is literally, the tobacco is touching the top rim of the bowl, and it curves straight down into wherever the spire is.
Okay.
So the only air is wherever, like, if this is your spire and this is the bowl, there's the line that the tobacco's writing, you know? So it's pretty high. I think we actually might pack it at the same height if you do pack it at rim level.
Yeah.
But I don't have a big concave thing going. It's like a straight line, basically.
Interesting.
A lot of people do concave it pretty hard.
You're actually doing this next episode of Technical Difficulties. I think you should do a Tangiers pack for your episode of Technical Difficulties on Friday. I think that would be very, very cool to see, actually, because I think it'd be helpful for people like me who do. I've gotten into a routine of the same way that I do Tangiers every single time because it works for me, right? But I'm interested in other ways to smoke it as well. So I think that it could be something that I could really get interested in trying something differently if I see how it is that you do it exactly. So I think for the next episode of Technical Difficulties, this coming up Friday, by the way, make sure you're subbed to the channel so you know exactly when we go live. Adrian is going to be hosting. I think, Adrian, you do Tangiers.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do Tangiers.
Awesome.
But yeah, I think it comes down to the pack. Because when you're talking about like heat and stuff, you really got to talk about how you pack your bowl. And that's the topic I've been most excited about for this entire episode, honestly. Because a lot of people will tell you there is one way to pack a bowl. And I think that is incorrect. It all comes down to preference. And the way that you pack your bowl is going to directly affect how you heat your bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to talk about subjectivity. How do you want it to smoke? So it gets really weird because when you look at like pack tutorials and when you ask for advice from other people that smoke hookah, it varies from person to person whether that's going to satisfy your needs. I would guess that when I have my Tangiers going properly, a lot of people that I smoke with don't necessarily enjoy it the same way that I do. Like my good buddy, his name's Iden, he smokes with me every weekend. And he's put off by, like, I always have 2 hookahs going, one for people who don't smoke what I smoke all the time, and one for me and my roommate who smoke the way that I smoke. And I think that happens a lot, and that's why a lot of people get a little bit confused or go like, what am I doing wrong? And it's not that you're doing anything wrong. There's always a certain level of experimentation that you need to do when you're getting into smoking, especially some of these more temperamental brands like Tangiers. I think that Tangiers can be temperamental until you get the pack down perfect.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that completely. Now we touched on this ever so briefly and for just a moment, but how do you think that things like a Provost or an HMD come into play and they help with heating your bowl exactly? How I think Provost and HMDs kind of stand on their own side of the corner, obviously, but still talking about them in the same capacity. How do they help heat your bowl exactly, in your opinion?
Well, HMDs are weird, right? Because they take everything that you would want to do manually for your session and basically do it for you for the most part, especially the mainline ones like the Lotus, the Ignis, the Phoenix. Those are the big 3 that people are using right now, I think. The NAR, which I am woefully unimpressed by. But all of these HMDs basically do the same thing. and that's that they deliver all of the heat to your bowl evenly over the same surface area on top of your bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't allow for a ton of variance or hot spots. And I think hot spots are what gives you those peaks of flavor. I think hot spots are what cause citrus flavors to behave in a way where you get that like citric acid acidity in the back of your throat from a citrus bowl. I think that's definitely more pronounced when you use something like coal on foil or even just a Provost. And the Provost is so thin, I'm not using one today. I look back like I was using one, but I'm not. But the Provost will generate hot spots much like just coal on foil will. Where with your big, thick HMDs, that's not the case. But it definitely helps people who need to get their pack down. Yeah. My good buddy Jake has been coming over recently and packing his own bowls. I picked up 6 of the alpaca rook bowls for him to use for his bowl packs. And he just packs that bowl, puts a Lotus right on top. I got some quarter circle coals for him to use. And it works perfectly for him every time, even though his bowl pack does still need some work. So I think that they're great. But I think that in my experience, the sessions have been slightly subpar with heat management devices.
Huh, we seem to have lost Bracken for a minute. Oh, he's back. Okay, good. I thought it was going to mess up our entire video stream at the moment. But I agree with you completely. I think that the Provost is a great tool. That's how I refer to it. And I think that everybody should have a Provost because I think that they are inexpendable. I think that they are so useful and helpful in so many ways, in so many different scenarios, too, most importantly. And when it comes to other things like HMDs, I have the Phoenix, and I use that not all the time or anything like that. I would say pretty irregularly. But I do enjoy the sessions that I get out with it. It's just, I feel like there's a little bit of maintenance that you have to upkeep when it comes to an HMD, whether it be cleaning, slightly different packings. There's just like some variants that you have to pay attention to. So I definitely always want to be a little bit hesitant and careful with that. Hey guys, if you didn't know, we're actually giving away tobacco right now. We're giving away some Azor, and if you want to enter into it, all you got to do in the chat is type !Azor into the chat, and you'll be entered into the raffle. And towards the end of the show, we're going to be giving that away. So if you have not entered that raffle, make sure you do that as soon as you possibly can. Derek says stone bowls, ? I'm not sure what he's saying, except yes, we all agree stone bowls are amazing. That's the bottom line of all of it. You boys are trying something new, and that's what I appreciate about you. Thank you, Austin.
Wait, hold on. That's what I appreciate about you. Was it a Letterkenny reference, Austin? Because if so, let me know. That's fucking amazing.
Ferda boy.
I don't know this reference. I do not know this reference.
Oh boy, I sure hope it was.
I don't know what's going on right now. I feel like I don't know what's happening. I do not understand. All right, awesome. Very cool stuff. Okay, before we get into the next part of the topic, we got some people to send in some pictures of their setup, and I want to make sure to show those off for you. Hey, somebody just said that J-Rock sent me. That's awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, but also sub. If you hit that sub button, then we will be able to give the cryptocurrency to yourself and also to J-Rock as soon as possible. But make sure you hit that sub button, and that would really, really be appreciated, obviously. And you'll be able to get some cryptocurrency. But we're going to go over to this real quick. Adrian, you're going to see it here in just a moment. But we have some beautiful setups that we are going to show off for just a little while. The first one we have is actually coming from our good friend Brandon. He used to be Bopperman 24. It's my favorite carbine, Starbuzz carbine hookah. I hate the carbine. I'm not a fan of it by any stretch of the imagination. But the way that he has it set up, I think is fantastic. And check this out. He also has the red timber hose from Mason on there. He has a timber hat. He's rocking a red Helix bowl. And then he has everything decked out in Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't care about college football, but I love this setup. It is absolutely fantastic. I think it is so cool. What do you think about this setup, Adrian?
I don't like the carbine. I'm not a big fan of the carbine aesthetically. Yeah. That is 100% subjective. So looking at the way the whole setup is done, it's just gorgeous. It's like an Instagram fresh picture.
Instagram fresh, you say?
Instagram fresh.
That means that we're going to post this on Instagram.
Man, give them a chance to wonder and awe. No, this is a really pretty setup, actually. I think that the Mason hose on there is amazing.
Yeah.
Is that just a regular? Oh, I almost thought that was like a Derek Moses hose attached to a Mason handle.
I did too.
I was like, wow, that's outstanding, right?
Yeah, you know exactly.
No, this setup looks really good.
You know exactly what you need to upgrade next, Brandon, is going to be a Derek Moses hose in a red color. That would look absolutely fantastic. Moving on to our next one is actually from our good friend Derek Moses over at Moses Hoses. If you guys want to score yourself a beautiful Moses Hoses, contact him on Facebook. Get a custom piece set up and made for you, just like my amazing Tennessee Titans custom hose that I got for my birthday for my wife. It's absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite hoses that I own. All you guys have to do is go and contact him. Derek, if you could, please drop the link where people can contact you on your Etsy page as well. But this is just stunning. This is a B2 that's been decked out in leather work. It has a leather sleeve on it. It has a beautiful leather hose on it. It has a leather holder on it. It is so cool, Adrian. What do you think about this set? Oh, and there's an oak bowl, by the way. There's a stone oak bowl on there as well.
CPG. I see that you're asking where we upload the pics, and you can just put those right on our Facebook group. Just go to Facebook and search up AM Hookah, and it'll come up under the group. I'm doing this because it bothers Matt to no end, and that makes me happy.
It makes my ears tickle. Stop it, please. Oh.
I'm not gonna, Matt. You're gonna be suffering through this forever now that I know it bugs you.
Lordy,
this is a gorgeous setup. It's not on screen.
Yes.
I thought that looked really good.
Absolutely stunning. Everybody go and check out a Derek Moses hose. It'll boost your setup amazingly. Okay, and then here we go. I forgot. Oh, Jewel sent this one into us. Jewel from the Facebook group, obviously, as well. This is a beautiful MIG. And as you can see, they're rocking a lot of heat on this bowl. Check this out, Adrian. This is a stone bowl and a Provost. And there is 5 coals on this bowl. And it looks like a mixture of cubes and flats. This is a beautiful looking MIG. It looks like there is a custom Derek Moses hose on this as well. And then it is absolutely crazy. There is 5 coals on this stone bowl. Proof in the pudding that heat is subjective in how you like to smoke your bowl.
I'm waiting for it to pop up because I actually have 5 coals on my bowl right now.
Well, you have 5 coals on your bowl? I did not know that.
They're down a half size, so it's not the same. But
okay.
I started at 3, went immediately to 4, and now we're at 5 because the heat's starting to taper down a little bit. That is the downside to smoking with just foil, is your coals burn down faster because the oxygen hits it much quicker. All the surface area is exposed to the air around it. And where is this picture? Why is it not popped up yet?
It should be by now. That's a long time to need to wait for the picture to pop up. Is the old one still there for you? The Derek Moses one?
No, it's not.
Can anyone see the picture right now?
No, we're good.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
behind on the video.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Let's just do that. Oh, wow. Oh, they're stone-hinged. So that's not as much heat as it looks like, I don't think. With the lid off of the Provost and all those stone-hinged, that's probably got the same heat profile as 4 coals flat down.
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of coals. Are you sure some of those don't look like cubes?
I don't think any of those are cubes. I think those are all flat stone-hinged. I could be wrong. I could be way off, but from what I can see, I don't know. Maybe that one on the just to the right of the one in the center in the front could be a cube. I can't tell.
Could be a cube, but it's still a fantastic setup. The MIG looks great with the mullet catcher on there as well. Mullet catcher in a slightly different location if you didn't notice. Normally the mullet catcher is directly underneath where the bowl is set, but this one's actually underneath the tray, which I thought was kind of neat as well. It just kind of adds.
Those molasses catchers are so. I love those.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're sweet. I don't know how well they function. I mean, so I'm sure it's a simple machine. I'm sure they function just fine. I don't think they matter, but they're pretty. I think they look really pretty on that setup, personally.
We should talk about those sometime in the future. Okay, this was sent to us from Cameron and Wayne as well, and there's just a beautiful setup of multiple hookahs in this shot. We have Starbuzz hookahs, we have Regal hookahs, we have B2 hookahs. We have some fantastic looking hookahs right here. There's nothing wrong with this picture in any way at all. You guys have a fantastic placement of all your stuff here. I absolutely think it's fantastic. I can't wait to see what Adrian's face looks like when he sees all these hookahs. There's 4 stunning works of art in this picture, basically. And thank you so much for sharing this with us and letting us share it to other people as well. Like I said, you could probably see these popping up on Instagram, so make sure you're following us over on. Look at Adrian's face. Stunned, I tell you. Look at that.
I recognize the Regal. I recognize the Starbuzz MIA. Is that a Precious Cuts in the back?
Yes.
And what is that? A Russian pipe to the far right? What is that?
That's a Regal.
That's a Regal. Oh, it looks Russian because of the base. It's got a very Russian setup base looking thing on it.
I see what you're saying.
And the trade's kind of different because it's got this silver reflection on it.
Cameron's Cameron says that's not even the whole collection. I don't doubt that, Cameron. I don't doubt that at all. Thank you for sharing.
Where are you staying? Where am I flying to this weekend?
He's going to be in Vegas.
That's not good enough. I'm talking about this weekend.
There's some fantastic stuff there, man, for sure. Let's see. Brandon just said the top section tapers down 1.5 inches down from the top section. That's why I'm not sure if it would work well. I wonder if he's talking about getting a Derek Moses hose. Oh, he is. He has a conversation happening in the chat. In the chat.
They don't care about what we're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Doing business.
Moving on to the next picture. This was sent to us from somebody over in the Facebook group as well. All these pictures were sent to us from the Facebook group. If you wanted to get your picture in here, I had a post where I said, please give us your setups and I'll show them off in the show. And then I had a cutoff on it. So if you don't get yours shown today, it's because it was after the cutoff. You need to make sure you get those into us as quickly as possible because we don't have the unlimited amount of time to talk about this stuff, obviously, but I wanted to get through as many as we possibly can. But this is another beautiful make. And then I said something in the comment about this. I think that the tinfoil in this case kind of looks like rain trickling down, and I thought it looked kind of nice. I don't know. There's something about it. It's 3 standard layers of foil, which I told him, which is basically the homemade version of heavy duty foil, because he didn't have any. So he made his own by using 3 layers.
That's fine. That's fine. I thought it was like 3 heavy duty. I'm like, so are you smoking anymore? What are you doing? That is a horrific foil job.
It looks like rain trickling down.
That said, the setup's gorgeous and it probably smokes amazing. Here's my thing. Even this foil job I think is a little messy. I had to do it pretty quick because I was late for the podcast, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I like to trim it a little bit. I like to see the goods underneath the foil, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. What's up, Steven? So nice to see you. We posted
80 feet?
I'm not sure what that is because it's covered by foil.
It appears to be an 80 feet. It could be like a...
Could be a Bambino. No, not a Bambino.
Not be enough, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Moving on to the next one. This was sent to us by our friends, the Slaters. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. It's Maggie and Ken. Maggie and Ken had sent this over to us. The beautiful, amazing Regal custom job that he had done. It's a fantastic looking resin piece. And then also the Alpha that Maggie really likes to smoke as well. Looks like they got 2 alpaca bowls on there. These are just 2 really awesome hang out and smoke hookahs and stuff. I just thought this setup was nice, simple, and exactly what I want to do. Smoke some hookah.
Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting for it to pop over here because of that sweet 10-second delay. Oh, man. The Salters know how to smoke. 2 Provosts, 2 soft touch silicone hoses of some variety. And that...
Oh, that's a Derek Moses hose right there.
That
green one is a Derek Moses hose for sure.
I see the stitching now. It's like a gold stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that Regal... Like, the Alpha's a good hookah. Yeah. I actually think I want to pick up an Alpha just because... Like, these really minimalist, I include the Nat Pair in this category of hookahs that are very minimal, and they do their job exactly, and they perform with the best American hookahs ever, but they're kind of like small, like almost tabletop, like a little bigger than a tabletop hookah. I love those. I don't think I could get enough of them, and the Alpha definitely fits that bill. Those are both gorgeous.
Let's go through these next ones just a little bit quicker because I know that we're running out of time. We got some other things that we want to talk about. This was sent to us from Mary over in the Facebook group as well. Once again, join the Facebook group over at Facebook. Just search AM Hookah. We have a group and we have a page as well that you can like. And they are smoking a very nice looking Sheikah hookah. This is something classic. It's something simple once again. It looks like they're playing Paladins in the background. I'm not sure. It looks like Paladins. I could be wrong. But awesome little hookah, just for smoking hookah, obviously. That's exactly what this sort of thing is set up for. I wish I spoke longer to make sure that you got it at the exact time.
Oh, these Sheikahs that they color, it's like the perfect medium between like a modern and a traditional hookah. That jumbo base, that thing is noisy. That's the one thing I can say. Is that an Oblivion bowl up top?
I think it might be. That's what I saw too.
Sandstorm, one of the 2.
It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like an Oblivion.
Because they're red clay funnel bowls, right?
Yeah.
So they have a massive capacity, but they're very light compared to their size because it's red clay. And they don't heat up like white clay. You can actually burn your tobacco because the bowl will not bring the heat down and surround the tobacco. But it's really good for like Messiah. If you ever get some Messiah and you have an Oblivion bowl, try that session out with high heat. I think I'm very impressed. That's an amazing setup.
We have somebody right now that just said that they're trying to join the group. We appreciate that so very much, CPG. Make sure you are also sub to the channel so that you can always keep up to date with all the stuff that we're doing. And I think J-Rock sent you, if I'm not mistaken. So if you sub to the channel, you'll get you and J-Rock some cryptocurrency as well. But moving on to the next one. Okay. This one just might be taking the cake, not going to lie. We got a matte pair, which I know Adrian is absolutely going to love. We also got a B2 in here, a black B2, possibly a Precious Cuts, but the way the camera makes it look kind of like a black looking hookah. It looks like there's a Dawn bowl on one of them. Looks like there's a Stone hookah bowl on the other one. Just a fantastic looking setup. There's some major smoking about to go on right now.
You were almost there.
Oh,
if you would have talked for 2 more seconds, you'd have been good. So I'm looking at right now, little story time while we're doing this. I wanted to order some new magnets from Sky Hookah because mine eroded after 6 months of use and in proper care. And it turns out they're just under warranty and they sent them right out. So thanks Sky Hookah and Matt Pear. I think that's one of Matt Pear's warranty programs. So good job, Matt Pear. Because I want to get a second Matt Pear and I want it in black. And this just looks so good. The only thing I can say that I would change about any of this, because I think that's a Don Turkish or Classic. Is it a Stone Bull on the other one?
Yeah.
And those are such good setups. Get that Neo Lux base for the Matt Pear.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say.
I need a Neo Lux vase for my Like Smoke. I think that would look so good on this right here. I need to get one for sure one of these days. All right, moving on to this one. This is actually from Remy. This is our good friend over at High Desert Smoke from Remy, I believe at least.
High Desert Smoke Yucca California series. Part 5.
Yeah, I hope I'm not just confusing many people with the same name. I apologize if I am. That'd be terrible of me. It wouldn't be surprising if I did. But this is a gigantic Regal and a beautiful looking Union as well. And then it has the jumbo.
I think it's a Union for his wife, I think. I saw that on Facebook.
Then it is the same one. Very good. I love the jumbo vase. I absolutely do. I have one myself. I use it all the time. I think it's a fantastic vase. I just like the look of them. I think they're very, very cool.
So that's not the skin I would get for the Union, because don't get me wrong, it's a good one. But have you seen the variety of the Union hoop stems you can get? And that Regal is just that's magnificent.
Yeah,
like the sheer size of that Regal. I wish the lounges I went to had those, because I would pay extra money just to have that thing sitting on the floor right next to me, coming up to almost my head level from the floor, because that's how tall that thing probably is.
Yeah,
that's got to be king, right?
Yeah, that's the one and only, the top of the line right there. Moving on. This is from our good friend over at Dude Where's My Hookah. He said, you know what? Don't worry about those Germans. Don't worry about those Russian pipes. Don't worry about the American pipes. Let's show off a beautiful looking Brazilian pipe. Look at this beautiful Brazilian type. I'm assuming it's a stainless steel. It's just like a traditional style. It just has this like flare and glow to it. Oh my, on a red jumbo vase with gold accents on it as well, or yellow. Either one, you make the call. But absolutely fantastic looking. I think this is pretty beautiful right here.
That's a very nice looking hookah. It bothers me aesthetically, actually.
Really? What is it about it that bothers you?
It's got a very flamboyant design, like texture-wise, but it's just stainless. So I'm getting some like cognitive dissonance, because I want it to be more loud. I guess I would want the metal to either be more simple, or I want it to be a more loud hookah. That said, that's subjective, totally, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like plenty of people probably love the way this hookah looks.
Yeah.
And I did the base pairing, pretty good, and that tray, pretty good.
I so bad. Look at how long that down stem is for just a second. He has it on a jumbo, and look at how long that down stem is.
Yo, it might be time to get out some type of a circular saw.
If he wants to use any other vase.
No Neo Lux base for this hookah. Ever.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right, moving on. This is from our good friend Travis, who's in the chat right now, actually. Travis sent this. So this is the Hookah John Sohoka hookah, and for some reason, I totally thought that this was a B2 when I first saw it, and I was going to say that. I know that I might be in the majority or the minority when I say that, but it just like jumped out and said B2 to me at the very beginning of it, but it looks stunning. It's a beautiful black and gold variant. It has a cool Resin Kings handle on it as well, obviously. Just looks absolutely stunning right there. You can't go wrong with this setup. Everything is color matching. Really, really cool. And
Travis
I'm assuming
Meter or Travis Green setup?
Travis Green. This is from Travis Green. Yeah.
This is, I saw that, what's the name of that damn lounge that Neve works over at and Ron from?
Oh, Vapor?
Vapor. I saw that they got a bunch of those for the lounge, and this was the specific model they got. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. Is that a Ferris bowl on top?
I believe it's a Ferris bowl, yeah. It looks ginormous, right?
Now look at the hookah next to it. Do you know what they've done to the Seoka next to it?
They put on the hose. Yeah, the gnarl hose.
Put the gnarl hose on, and it's Hookah John's up to some real cool shit.
Yeah.
And I'm into it. I'm totally into it. Definitely a far stretch from like the Syrian Inspiration hookahs he released a while back. He's moving into the game of like the luxury style hookahs. It's a very good American hookah. Honestly, the price point's pretty high, but I think you're getting exactly what you're paying for with these hookahs.
Yeah, I agree.
Bracken's giving us the motion that he loves his, and judging by how much he uses it, I believe him.
Yeah, I do too completely. I know that it's a good smoke. It's definitely something that I'm interested in and want to get more info and stuff about it. All right, well, that is actually going to do it for all the pictures that we have for this episode. Appreciate you guys sending those in so very much. I'm going to contact you all and make sure that it's okay that we post those on our Instagram page. Find us on Instagram at instagram.com, and then just do a search for AM Hookah Podcast. And you'll be actually, there's a link in the description down below, so you can go directly to our Instagram. And if you ever see us post one of your pictures, make sure to tag yourself, and we will be able to, you can tag yourself, and everyone will know that that is your hookah. So very, very cool. Chris is actually in the chat right now, and you were making fun of his foil job. Do you want to say anything to him right now, Adrian?
Oh, your foil job was real sloppy, buddy. It could have used some work. It performed as well as any other hookah, I'm sure, but you got to show off some of that bowl. My foil job is atrocious too, to be fair. I did this in a damn hurry, and it doesn't affect performance, but appreciate the sex appeal of your hookah.
Yeah, exactly. That makes total and complete sense.
Setup, though. Absolutely gorgeous setup.
Adrian, we have another topic that we were going to talk about, which was going to be about packing bowls and stuff like that. But I feel like
move that to another episode.
I was going to say I think we may need to move that to a different episode. So my question to you is, instead of doing that, should we maybe take a couple of calls to close out the episode?
Are we doing the giveaway physically? Is that going to be?
We can do it right now.
It's going to be this episode, right?
Yes.
I show 10 minutes left for the episode. We need to give shit away.
Okay, do you want to do the giveaway first and then maybe do some call-ins if we have time?
Do the mandatory giveaway and then use the time we have left and allot it accordingly.
Okay, so we have 2 packages of Azor that we're going to be giving away right now. I have a couple of ones that I have for giveaway, so I'll ask you which one you actually want. But we have the flavors Dubai Apple, Cactus Blast. We have, oh my gosh, they're right next to me. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what they are. And I'll even show them off just so you can see that they're actually in my possession. Dubai Apple, Ultraviolet, Cactus Blast, and then a newer one, Winter Lemon.
Hold that up really quick. Matt, can you move your finger so you can see the whole package?
Yeah.
This right here, a lot of people don't like that the warning label aesthetically affects the tobacco, but I think that that's just great because everything on it is completely true, and it's great. Like, that should be the fix, not... Sign the petition is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, sign the petition.
A tobacco company's doing that. I'm totally down with.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it hurts the Instagram market, whatever, but quit trying to take our toys away.
Yeah, and you can obviously transfer it to another packaging that you probably should anyways. So do that.
Go to the High Desert Smoke series. I show you the best one to do it with.
Yes. So
hopefully you have a local IKEA.
We have a ton of people that have entered into this, so that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and close the giveaway right now. So you should be getting, I believe, there's a message, there's a message that pops up and maybe says that we are no longer accepting giveaways for it. You can no longer enter this. Sorry, guys. I should have maybe given you one more chance to enter it. Allow entries. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you right now. Go ahead and type it in. ! Azor. You have exactly, I don't know, just a little while to make sure that you enter into it right now. Enter into it. You'll get entered into the giveaway.
10.
No.
9.
No, it's a delay. It doesn't work.
7.
No, stop.
6.
Stop.
5.
Yeah, that doesn't work. There's a delay, and it's fucking awful.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that was so painful for a second. Don't do that to me. Don't. Stop that. Okay, let me head on over to the giveaway. I think we've allowed everybody to have an opportunity to enter into it. Anyone that wasn't able to get into it, I apologize, but we're done at this point right now. We're done.
There's no delay in the... Oh, we're done?
We're done.
There's no delay in the chat. I can just do it in chat.
We're done. We're all done. All done.
We're done. Good.
Okay.
So everyone who's going to be entered is entered.
Yep. So this is going to be just a random giveaway. It is all done through a raffle. You entered into it. You got one raffle entry for every time, or not every time, but just the one time that you typed that in. Even if you typed it in multiple times, it still only counted you the one time. So for everybody that entered into it, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Obviously, you have to be present to win, so we may take a second to find a winner. So we'll find out if we have the person that's actually here for the winnings right now. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pick the first winner. Looks like the very first winner is Hookah Fiend. Congratulations.
That's a long time watcher.
Yes,
Hookah
it
Fiend.
is.
Yay, you.
Congratulations.
Let us know which one of those you want.
Yes. You can actually, you're the first winner, so you can pick your flavor first. That makes perfect sense. You got the choice of Winter Lemon, Cactus Blast, Ultraviolet, or Dubai Apple. You pick which one that you want to get, and I will make that happen for you.
I recommend the Dubai Apple if you haven't tried that flavor yet.
I love it. There was somebody recently in Facebook that I was talking to. They didn't actually enjoy it, and it broke my heart. I felt so bad about that.
Do you want to shout out Tristan's most recent comment? Because I think it's a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, I've been meaning to talk about this. We haven't had a good opportunity to. But, there's a Phoenix that's going to be given away. They've been doing this. They're doing this, I think, every single month leading up to Vegas, I think is what it's going to be. But they have a post inside of Hookah University, inside of THL. You can head over there, read the post, and you can enter in and win yourself a Phoenix HMD. This is a really cool thing that Ron is doing, apart with Wayne and Resin Kings. I don't know, Wayne or Cam, are you guys still in the chat? Can you give us a couple more details for it as well?
He wants winter lemon.
I saw that! I saw it!
Yeah.
Oh. These are bass headphones, so they just tickle so much. Stop. Please. Winter Lemon is yours, Hookah Fiend. Congratulations, Hookah Fiend. You get that Winter Lemon. I will talk to you in Facebook and get that sent out to you very, very shortly. But we have one more to give away as well. We have one more to give away. Are you ready for this? Oh, it gave it to us. We won! We won!
Yeah. Portion that, half and half, baby. No, 4-way. Each of us gets...
No, sorry, no. We got to give it to a listener. Sorry, we can't do that. We can't. Sorry about that. All right, here's the real winner of it. Here's the real winner coming up right now. Gus! Gus, congratulations! Are you still here, Gus?
I've been wanting him to win something really bad, actually.
2 longtime viewers and listeners of the show won today. That's super cool, actually. Hookah Fiend's been listening for a super long time, and then also Gus has been shouting us out forever, so it's super cool to give something back to him. I just hope he's still in the chat. Gus, are you still here? That's the big question that we need to find out. Matt loves it. Let's do one more time for the one time. One more time for the one time. Don't do that again. Don't do the ASMR. Do not do that. No. No. Gus, are you here? Oh no, is Gus not here? I'm gonna feel so bad.
He says, oh snap.
Oh snap! Congratulations, Gus, you're the winner. Which one would you like? You can't pick Winter Lemon. You can pick Dubai Apple, Ultraviolet, or Cactus Blast. Which one of those would you like? And big shout out to Azor, by the way, for teaming up with us and allowing us to do this giveaway. We really do appreciate any company that wants to partner up and work with us for this kind of stuff. It's really, really cool to be able to do that. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Azor. With the bottom of everybody here at AM Hookah Podcast, we really do appreciate it a ton. If you guys don't mind, go over to Azor and tell them thank you for allowing this to happen on the AM Hookah Podcast, because we appreciate it, we love it, and we like to share things that we like with you guys as well. So, Kenneth, I've been listening for like 3 days minimum. Finally a contest that Ken didn't win. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Right.
Cactus Blast. Gus is going to take the Cactus Blast. Hookah Fiend is going to take the Winter Lemon. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much for participating and you getting the chance to win those. Obviously, I'm so happy that you did. Yeah, so I think that's actually going to do it for the show. I was going to take calls, but I think we're running up too close to the end of the wall. So I think we're going to save calls and the rest of the topic that we have until next time. It's just me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know when that next time is going to be. Do we have anyone planned for next week?
We do have somebody planned for next week, and I'm very excited to have him on the show because he has not been on the show directly. He's been on the show partially through voice in a couple of things that I've done on the Gamecast before, but now he's actually going to show up here on the show with us talking about hookah stuff. We're going to be joined by none other than Frank's Hair. Frank's Hair is going to be here. How exciting is that?
Just his hair.
Yeah. He promised that he would shampoo it and condition it so it looked nice, obviously. But we're only going to have the shot just directly above his head, so it's just his hair the entire time.
So Frank's going to be here this week. Kyle says, dang, how does he have 0 hours of watch time? And I also asked that question.
Because this is the first time we've ever ran this program on the main show.
That's right. Yeah, Kyle, if you don't watch the secondary shows, Technical Difficulties or Gamecast, That was up until this very point the only We Were Crew rules. Thank you, Matthew, for clearing that up. I was also confused.
Yeah. The only way that you're able to get those is if you watch those other shows that I was hosting at the time, because we were demoing it, we were testing it a little bit. Today is the first time that we've allowed this to happen into the main show of the actual podcast. We're going to go forward with it and do many more things with it, obviously, because the bowls are going to help you in giveaways. They're going to help you with merchandise. They're going to help you with discount codes, all sorts of fun things we're going to be doing for this as well. So in the future, you're going to want as many bowls as you possibly can. You can win those bowls when I'm hosting one of the shows. This week, I'm going to be hosting the Gamecast, and Adrian is going to be hosting Technical Difficulties. I don't think right now Adrian is going to be messing with the currency for the bowls right now.
There's a technology gap right now.
Yeah,
I got to learn all of that technology.
Yeah. We will figure that out for sure, though. But yeah, so next week we are going to be joined by Frank from THL. Obviously, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. Make sure you hang out for us for that show because it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm very excited to ask him the hard-hitting questions, like what kind of shampoo and conditioner he actually uses. And the only way to find that out is if you tune into our show next Monday. All right, I think that's going to do it for us. Adrian, did you enjoy today's show?
Today's show was really good. I'm pretty excited to talk to Frank's hair next week. I wonder. I need to do something nice with my hair and compete.
Right? I need to not wear a beanie next week. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go get a haircut so I can see if I can compete on the hair game.
I wouldn't get it cut. I'd just do some fancy ass posh shit with my hair.
I really need a cut. I need a haircut badly. I really do.
Yeah, tell me about it, buddy.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out and chilling with us, smoking hookah with us, talking about all sorts of fun stuff. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, the amazing Prestige Bubbles Coconut Charcoal. Without them, we would not have this wonderful session that we are having. Head on down to the affiliate link that we have down in the description below. Get yourself some jumbo flats. You're going to like them. Get yourself some cubes, especially if you're already looking for coals. Head on over, get them from the Amazon link that we have down below, and allow yourself, oh my gosh, what is Bracken doing right now? What is Bracken doing? That's creepy, Bracken.
He's being me.
That's creepy. That's real creepy like. All right, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, by the way, State of the Smoke is on Thursdays. Payday Podcast, the 1st and 15th. These are the THL shows that we are partnered up with. And Into Valhalla, I don't think it's this Saturday, or maybe it is this Saturday that's going to be happening. Head on over to THL and find out all that information out as well. We love those guys over there. And thank you for supporting us and them. Until next time, guys. Well, I guess...
For those of you who don't know who Frank is, Frank's hair, you'll find out way more about THL next week on the podcast when Frank from THL comes to talk to us.
Yes.
That's important. We should not forget to say that.
Yeah, Frank is from THL. Yes,
you could say THL.
Yeah. I think that's it. Adrian, where can people find you if they're looking for you on the internet?
Desert Smoke series is going on right now. You can find all the videos for that over at Pipe Dream Hookah on YouTube. My videos are garbage fire. Come check it out. I think you'll like them. And _Pipe Dream on Twitter and Instagram. And if you can't find me on Facebook and you don't know my name's Adrian Hunter by now, I don't know how to help you. Matt, what about you?
Well, before I talk about where you can find me, everybody head over to Hookah University right now because Jeremy, good friend of the show and good friend to everybody, is going to be hosting this fantastic show called The Beer Garden. And they're going to be pairing up alcohol with hookah and talking about a whole lot more. Head on over to Hookah University. They're going to start I think they're actually going to start right now. They're starting it as we're ending the show.
Watch it. I am.
Yeah, I'm heading over there too. Make sure you guys head over there, watch Jeremy with the Beer Garden, say, hey, I'm over from AM Hookah Podcast, and they want me to say hello because we want you to go and support other people making awesome content as well. Head on over there, check them out.
Make sure to tell them that we sent you.
Yes, that's the only.
Why? Because we want the
prestige.
The prestige. We want the prestige.
All right, guys. You can find me all over the internet, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find AM Hookah Podcast on Twitter, AM Hookah Podcast. You can find us on Instagram. There's going to be a giveaway. Make sure you keep your eyes out peeled for that. And you can also find us here on YouTube, youtube.com/AM Hookah and twitch.tv/AM Hookah. Until next time, guys. Catch you next time. Bye.